Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have a haul for you guys today from an estate sale I went to. I'm going to be doing a bunch of different videos today, so you will see me wearing the same shirt and a whole bunch of videos. Let me get going on this estate sale haul. I'm going to show you I spent $98 on 40 items, 40 pieces. Technically 41, but one of them was a super cool mug that I got for myself. So anyway, so this estate sale was from a lady in the same city that I live in. Her neighbor was actually there and talked to me a little bit, and I asked her a few questions about her. She was 85 years old, and she lived through the Depression era from what she said. I don't even remember when the Depression was, to be honest. So anyway, she saved everything, literally everything. The entire house was completely packed. They had stuff laying out in the garage, stuff laying out on tables in the backyard, stuff in the shed out back, which is where I found a couple of the items at the last second. There was even vintage cars there. And so it took me probably an hour and a half to go through this house. Every single room I went in, there was more clothes. And so I found a lot of stuff that actually still had the tags on it from like the 70s, literally. She apparently worked, I don't know if it was at the mall. The lady said that was her next door neighbor that she worked for Lane Bryant. So maybe that was why, because there were other stores in the mall that had stuff that she bought too. There are some items that I got in here that I don't normally sell. So I'm going to kind of see how it all works out for me and see if it's anything that's worth picking up again. So the first bunch of items that I'm gonna show you are some vintage, new with tag bras. And I know that's kind of crazy, but however, like this first one is still in the plastic that she got it in. Let's see if there is a date. There's no date on it. It's made in the USA. It actually has a union tag on it, which is pretty cool. It's a 42 double D. And let me see if there's a brand. It says Woolite. Oh, we recommend Woolite. That's funny. They recommend to wash it with Woolite. Okay, so it's Wynette, W-Y-N-E-T-T-E by Valmont. Style 622. I don't think having the style number is going to help me on this one though, because of the fact that it's so old. So I'm going to wrap this one up and put it back in the original plastic it was in, because I think that kind of adds to the detail of it. All right, next one. Oh, I thought this one had a tag on it. I guess not. It's not used though at all. It's Vanity Fair, size 38 double D. And this is obviously not one that's made anymore. And it's black. Next one is called Underseen. Check out that tag. I mean, it's clearly from the 70s. And looks like it was originally $12. So, I mean, $12 for a bra back then is a lot of money. Okay, I think here is another one that's the same tag, $12. This one is a 40D. And she had a lot of different sizes, so that was a little confusing. The next one is a new tag, Vanity Fair. Really old. Looks like it was originally $13, marked down to $9.99, then marked down to $6.50. And it's a 38C. There's the outside. Next one is another one that's Underseen. And this one is a 40D, white with just the lace. And then the last one is also Vanity Fair. You can see how old this tag is. and it was marked down to, I think, $6.75 from originally $13.50. So this is like a cream colored, slight padding on the inside. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna list those for, maybe around like 25 to start. Because of how many items I got, it ended up being a per cost item of around $2.50. There is, I think, one more bra. Yep. This one's still in the package. You can tell that's old just by the picture. And it's a pure luxury bra, Montgomery Ward. So that's old. And it's a 42 double D. So that's the style, the number and everything. This one, I know that there's a lot of companies, like production companies, TV companies and stuff like that, that end up purchasing things off of eBay to use for their TV shows, and they do need things that are vintage, that were made back then, and that's a broad spectrum. Anything from clothing to, you know, personal care items, to laundry hampers, to couches. I mean, just anything you can possibly think of, so that their production scene is more realistic. I grabbed a bunch of stuff that I knew was in good condition. This one I'm not even sure of, but I thought it was interesting because of this. It's obviously from the 70s, and I will open it up and show you. It's got the little flip date, which, as you see, you can just push and flip. And I thought that was super cool. And then little compartments for like paper clips, and one for pens and stuff. So it's just for a desk. So I'm not sure if that'll sell or not. If it doesn't, maybe I'll use it. It's kind of fun. Next item is one that you never find. This is a Tupperware lunch container with a little strap up here that goes together. Sorry if there's noise in the background. My oldest is trying to give the two littlest boys a bath, and that's never a quiet thing. Okay, so you open it up, and it has all of the pieces in here. The little cup piece, this piece, and the one for sandwiches or whatever. And they're all in absolutely perfect condition, which is not something that you find very often. Usually there's always a piece that's missing, especially with something like this where there's so many pieces that go into the set. So I'm gonna have to do some research on this and see where I'm going to price it at, but I will let you guys know. If I find the information before I upload this video, I will put it down here. Next item is a vintage Sears yellow hair dryer. And the main clue is the color, of course, and then this plug, if you can see that. That is a vintage plug. She took very good care of her stuff. Look how crazy that looks. I haven't plugged it in yet. I know for a lot of these production companies and stuff, you don't necessarily need one that works. They just need something that looks like it needs to. So this is the Sears 1200 model, and it has all these different settings. When I looked it up, I couldn't find one that had these 3 buttons like this. I found one similar, but nothing exactly like this. So I may have to do a little bit more research before I figure it out. But it looked like they were going for around $25 to $30. Next non-clothing item is the Helen of Troy Wonder Wand Professional Curling Iron, and it's the 3/4 inch Teflon model 1202. You can see that. And there is the picture on the back, still in the box. Open this without ruining it. So there it is. Honestly, it doesn't look like it's ever been used. Yeah, it's never been used. It still has the twine around the cord, and it has the little warranty thing and stuff inside the box. So it's definitely never been used, so it's new in box. All right, so the next item is this Permagon Home Electrolysis from the Lemos Company, Winter Park, Florida. You can see all of that. Still in the container. I believe this is for hair on your lip. It's a little vintage electrolysis thing. You can see that. And it even has the little paperwork in it. See, there's the picture of her doing her lip. Yeah, it says unwanted. There we go. The most scientific modern way to eliminating unwanted hair for good. Feather touch, self-contained, no wires. The next personal care item, still in the big container. Vintage men's electric shaver. Here's the cord. Here's the little cleaner. And this is from Craftsman, as you can see. So here it is. There's the cover. Take that off. Oh, look. You can use this to lift or lower this little piece. And it looks like you can do that on the other side too. Crazy. See, now I'm kind of curious. Let's see if I can find somewhere to plug it in. Okay, I had to move my tripod so that we could test this out, because now I'm curious. Holy cow. Wow, that's loud. I didn't think it would turn on just from plugging it in. Go back in. Go back in. That scared me. And now we're gonna test the blow dryer. See if it works. Yeah. I love this little snap thing she has on here to like hold it closed. She wraps around, snaps on there. Freaking awesome. Smells a little weird. I think maybe it hasn't been used for a very long time. I don't know if I'm gonna sell this item or not. It's a Miss Piggy stationery pamphlet. You can tell it's older because of the tag. And it says GM on it. And it has Miss Piggy stationery. There's the back. It says the Muppets. I just thought that was really cute. I think there's one more item. This was in her pantry. Clearly she bought it a very long time ago and has just held on to it ever since because she doesn't throw anything away. I don't know. Nestle Quick. Still in there. It's not hard. And, you know, I don't remember what year they stopped making them like this. If anybody knows, drop a comment down below and let me know. It does say Nestle's and not Nestle. So that's a clue. And the fact that this canister's up here, that's a clue. I think it might be late 80s, early 90s. I don't see any dates or anything stamped on it. The only thing I see is 36. That doesn't really give me any sort of clues. So anyway, this one's gonna be going up for sale on eBay. 90% of these are vintage. And so I'm gonna get into it with you guys. This is not stuff I normally pick up, but I figured I'd give it a shot since they're pretty cheap. This first one is by Sue Brett, and it's 100% acrylic. It's made in Macau. And it's this block 80s sweater kind of top. Really cool looking. Then there's another one similar to that. And this one is by Harold Place from the 80s. Another one of those kinds of sweaters. Actually so cool, I may be tempted just to wear it myself because I think it's really neat looking. Next one is definitely 70s shirt. and this is by Devon. It does have a union tag in it, slightly discolored. There's the union tag. It's polyester, definitely 70s, kind of a pullover top. Okay, next item is vintage Lane Bryant. It's got one of those braille kind of tags. I'm not sure what the deal is with that kind of stuff. So this is a slip. It's a full-length slip from Lane Bryant. And I don't think it had, yes, it does have a tag. So right there, and it's a size 2X, which is an awesome size. Okay, the next two tops, other than their pattern, are exactly the same. They are vintage 80s. They are by Erica Simone, made in the USA. And they're kind of like the same shape as those sweaters were, with the little cotton bottom. I believe this is polyester. It might be polyester rayon, actually. No tag on the inside. So this one is just like that one. Same Erica Simone, just a different print. The next one is a brand I never pick up, but because it was new with tag, I decided to grab it. She does have a lot from this company, which is Dress Barn. There was quite a few that still had the tags on them and were in perfect shape and looked a little bit more different. So that would be this one. There's the tag. It was originally $49.99, and it has all of this yarn kind of embroidered flowers all over it, and it's a full zip. So I went ahead and grabbed that one. This one's also from Dress Barn. It doesn't have a tag on it, but it is in perfect condition, and I mainly grabbed it because of the style. It's kind of like a 50s coat sort of feel with these wide sleeves, and the print is just beautiful. I really love the print. Okay, next are some caftans, which have been doing very well for me lately. This one has some slight discoloration on the very top, just because it's older. Doesn't look like it. No, it does have a tag. It is, oh, it's Lane Bryant. Well, she did work for Lane Bryant. So here is the old Lane Bryant tag. And this has a beautiful kind of texture to it, if you can see that. The stretchy neck up here, and these bigger kind of flutter sleeves. And then it is full length and has a ruffle at the very bottom. It's just very beautiful print. I have a strong feeling that this one will not last very long, because caftans seem to be a big deal right now, and they seem to sell really well, especially vintage ones. I've sold 2 of them in the last few months. Okay, and the next one, I don't believe has a tag. I think this one may be handmade. And it's like a crossover neck with these like butterfly kind of sleeves. So the sleeve's right here, and then it just flows down from there. And then it has this really pretty 70s feel kind of print to it. And then the back has a zipper, and it's very, very roomy. It doesn't seem like it has, yeah, the seam's very, very wide. So this, literally from here to here. So that could definitely be like a 2X, I believe. So I think that's probably what I will list it at. All right, next item I believe is linen. It does not have a care tag in it just because it's older. It does say dry clean only though. And oh no, it's linen cotton blend. It does have a care tag. It's just really hard to read, but it's by B. Bronson. So you can see that tag's really hard to read. Linen cotton, but it's like a boxy kind of top like those other ones. And then it has a button right here, and it zips, or it's sewn right there, so you can undo the button and just let it like lay. I think it's really cool looking though. This next item, next two items, actually this one, I found in the shed. She had a massive amount of clothing back there. This one, I was back and forth on grabbing because it's so crazy. I think it's 60s, but I'm not positive. So the brand is Bravi. The tag's pretty mangled, but you can see the front. And these are super wide leg pants, almost flared at the bottom. Pretty sure they're men's. And I mean, look at the other side of the print on the inside. So actually I think they're women's. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to categorize and describe and list these. They're seriously making me dizzy looking at them. So, but these are definitely a rare find, especially since they're in perfect condition. So one of the other items, this other item I found in the garage, I kept the hanger that it's on because this hanger is just gorgeous. It's even got some like details on the metal and it's just perfect condition. If she had more of these, I would have grabbed more of these hangers actually. So this, I believe, is something that she kind of did herself. This is a cashmere cardigan. And you can see it has this really cool button, like coattail detail on the back. And this is a fur collar, but somehow she put snaps along it so that it could detach. And then it has the little coattail kind of edge on the front and hook and eye right here. And it has this really neat kind of sheer lacy lining, which makes it hard to see what the actual tag is. So I'm trying to see if I can read it. Bernard Altman. So I'll look that up and I'll put it down right here, see if I find any details on it, because this is a beautiful piece. So this next item is vintage from Sears. It's super 80s, so 80s. Terry cloth. Here's the terry cloth shorts. As you can see, there's the tag. And they are a size medium, 12-14. Yeah, so that's obviously vintage sizing, because a medium is an 8-10 now, not a 12-14. And it has a top to go with it. So that's just crazy. It just makes me think of Beverly Goldberg for some reason. Okay, next item is another new tag Dress Barn. As you can see, retailed for $49.99. Thought this one was a little different and it had the tag on it, so I went ahead and grabbed this one. This next one is also Dress Barn, does not have the tags, but it's definitely a very beautiful piece with all these different colors. And it's a zip up cardigan. This next one also is from Dress Barn and it's a 1X. Most of these are either a 1 or 2X. This one does have the tags on it and it's a zip up also, but the pattern is just beautiful. So I had to grab this one because I knew somebody would love it. And this one is not a Dress Barn, it's a Croft and Barrow, which is not one I usually pick up. However, this one has a beautiful paisley embroidered design on it. And it's another zip up cardigan in absolutely perfect condition. And then we have another Dress Barn, size 1X or 14-16. And this one retailed for $44.99. This is a button-up cardigan, but these colors are just really pretty. And then we have Christopher and Banks, which is not one I usually pick up either. This one is a little bit older, you can tell because the tag has a slight discoloration to it. And it's burnt orange, which I love, as you've seen in other videos. And then it has this really pretty waffle stitch. and it's a zip up. Next item, I have 3 more items. This one is a vintage. It's from Women's World Shops. Was originally $32, which in like the 70s or 80s, I mean, $32 for a sweater is a lot. So it's by Cassandra, and it's 100% acrylic. And I mainly got it because it's vintage new with tag, and the stitch or the knit on it was just really neat. I really liked it. Okay, 2 more items. Oh, just noticed this one has stains on it. That really sucks. I already noticed that it had some sort of rips on it anyway. Now I'm noticing even more, it's got discoloration and more stains. So this one may end up just being tossed because it has some issues. However, it is a caftan polyester lavender with the gathering right there and big sleeves, and it's full length. Very last item. This one is crazy vintage, and it even has a style number tag that's like that. This is Lane Bryant. Here's the tag. Really old. You can see that. And was originally $23. And I think that's for the entire set. It says it's a size 19. So here we go. Here's the vest. Leather on the pockets. You can see that. Vest, which someone probably would have put like a brown turtleneck underneath this. And here is vintage hanger too, the matching skirt. So all of the measurements and everything will be on here in the listing. It says it's a size 19 on the skirt, size 19 on the top. It says it's, let's see, wool, poly, viscose, and cotton blend. If you can see that, that's on the vest. So I have no idea how I'm gonna price this. It's clearly a very rare find. I mean, even the hangers are very old because they don't have ones like this anymore. So if anybody has any advice on the ones that I'm not sure about, feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know. I'm going to be doing some more haul videos because I am super behind in everything that I've been getting lately. I was very sick for a while and had no voice. As you can tell, it's still kind of hoarse and everything, but I'm actually getting it back because it's not squeaking anymore. Another item that I found that I forgot to mention was this hat. This vintage hat made out of rabbit fur, so soft. And you can see on the inside, there is a union tag right there. She even has the tissue in it to try and keep it shape. Don't think it fits me. Yeah, you'd have to have a really small head for this to fit. And now there's fuzzies everywhere. So I think this might actually be a children's size. Who knows? Anyway, I'll probably be listing this for $35 to $45. It is very pretty. If you guys like these kind of videos, go ahead and hit the like button down below. It really helps out my channel and helps me to grow. And feel free to hit the subscribe button and make sure you click where it says all. That way YouTube can notify you every time I upload a new video. I will talk to you guys in my next video. I hope you have a great day. Bye.